Hello and welcome, Jamie X66 here for the first and debut episode of the Indie 15. So, if you don't know, I've wanted this idea to come around for a while where I showcase some indie games, why they're awesome, so you can actually see some of the gameplay and really get an idea and a feel as to why I love them so much. So, with the first episode I thought I'd start with one of the heavy hitters from last year, and fortunately a well-received game all around, Celeste. It's just a fantastic and important game for its subject matter, for games in general, that it can tackle a heavy topic like mental health and do it in a really real, empowering and interesting way, in a very mature way as well. So what I want to do is just go through the first 15 minutes of the game, start again. As you can see, this is my original profile. Strawberries on the left, they're sort of hidden items throughout the game. They're in some really difficult sections. As you can see, I died a lot, and you do die a lot in this game, which you will see. I haven't played it in a long while, so let's see how rusty I am. So we'll just leave Madeline as the name. She's the antagonist of the game. What is she? Oh, the protagonist, sorry. So Madeline is set to try and climb Celeste Mountain, the aforementioned Celeste. So here you have, this is Madeline. Now, she's battling her own inner demons. She wants to make it to the top of the mountain. She doesn't particularly have a reason why, but she wants to prove to herself that she can do it. A lot of people have said that she wouldn't be able to do it, and she's here to believe in herself, put behind the inner demons, and to try and prove that she can do it. So as you can see straight away, we have that really basic sort of pixel style, but it's gorgeous. And you see what I mean? Straight away, the game teaches you about death and what you need to avoid. So at the start, you've just got your basic jump. You jump off walls. That's about it. Now, what I love about this game, and you can hear it, is that subtle music. It's absolutely wonderful, and it really ramps up as you go through the world. So, like I said, just a quick tutorial at the start. Now, what I love about this game is the fact that Madeline's dialogue is written in such a way that it's really real, it feels very heartfelt, and it means a lot to someone that has seen a lot of mental health issues in their lives and experienced them themselves. To see someone go and confront that, to acknowledge that those sort of things exist inside, and to want to confront and embrace the fact that we're all not perfect, makes Celeste such a wonderful experience. So as you can see, now the dialogue's put along the way, has these sort of the little chirpy sounds along the way, but sort of just sets up that she's trying to climb the mountain. What I love about the dialogue, and as I said, it comes across really real. Like, as much as it is spoken through little chirps and everything like that, you feel the dialogue and you become to get attached to the characters because of it. And I think that's why I really like Madeline as a hero, is that technically she isn't. You know, she's just an every person. Everyone has bad days. Everyone has something that's inside of them that will give them negative thoughts. And it's not always the easiest to put them aside, and I think that's why this game is so important. Now, if you've played a game called Towerfall, as you can hear the music really ramping up now, introduces you to the mechanic to dive, I believe. Dash, sorry. So there you go. So your dash mechanic becomes really important throughout the game. You're going to save yourself a lot with the dash mechanic. But as I was saying, if you've played or heard of a game called Towerfall, that was Matt Make's game's first game, I believe. And then he's moved into this. So that was just quick opening. It's a very short tutorial. It's dash. That's about it. Now it really sort of sets up, as you go through the game, new mechanics as you go, and it does them in very meaningful ways. So as you can see, you got your typical hazards, spikes and everything like that. But as I said, the new mechanics, they put into the game as you go all feel natural. They all sort of correspond with mental health in a way as well, which you actually see towards the end of the game, where it all culminates into embracing yourself, embracing the fact you're not perfect, and who are really trying to become better. As you can see, you just saw me collect a strawberry there, the hidden mechanics, the hidden items throughout the game, sorry. And they are hard to get. So you can see, just bounce off the wall. But what really just stuck with me for weeks after playing the game was the incredible soundtrack. Like, it just sounds amazing. Now, this is only the real first level, but you get a sort of idea of what I mean. So see, you can go and collect a strawberry, but if you happen to die along the way, you're not going to be able to take that with you. So, here we go. Jump over there. Now, the first sort of puzzle elements they're sort of shown into is this thing. So I dive on here. That's going to send me flying. Now, you're going to have to use that momentum eventually to get somewhere. Now, these sort of strawberries with the wings, now you can only get those doing normal jumps. If I do a dash, that strawberry is going to run away. So, because I didn't use the dash mechanic, I was able to collect that one. But yeah, as you go through the game, the new mechanics that they enter, they showcase and introduce are really awesome, and they really add new elements to the game. So as you can see here, these are the sort of little side things I was talking about. So the strawberries are your main thing that you're going to be trying to hunt for. So go jump over here. As you can see, died right away. And like I said, you do die right away. And you will die a lot. Like I said, I died over 2,000 times during my playthrough. And there's a fair chance that you'll die, maybe more, even less. But because of that instant Trials HD sort of mechanic of instant respawn. Oh, I bounced off the little ledge there. The instant respawn mechanic allows you to come straight back, try it again, learn from your mistakes, and go from there. And it sort of almost replicates what Celeste is trying to tell you, that, you know, not everything's perfect. You're not going to get everything done on the first attempt. You need to persevere, make your way through, and eventually you will get there. So as you can see there, I used the momentum of that, and that, as you can see up there, we got a strawberry hidden. So let's see if we can actually get that one. But yeah, there's only a few characters you meet along the way in Celeste, but the characters are really memorable. There's some scenes where there's some dialogue between Madeline and a character named Theo, and they're probably some of my favorite in the game, simply because it's real, it's emotional, and it's great. Now, I'm going to have one more go at this, because I doubt you want to watch me do this the entire time. So see, because I was able to not die on that occasion, get the strawberry, and make my way through. Now, if you get enough strawberries, you can unlock B-side extras at the end, but as you go through, you also unlock B-sides of levels, so they will be harder. A lot harder levels, and it gives you sort of more incentive to explore and, you know, get used to the world. As you can see, that little green diamond thing in the sky there, that actually gives you a second dash, which becomes very helpful. So as I was talking about Theo, this is one of the other characters you meet in the game. And at first, you know, you're like, oh, it's just some random guy, I wonder what he's like, but you do form a good and strong bond with him. And like I said, there's one scene, I won't talk too much spoilers about the content of it, but you spend time with Theo and you just sit and you just talk about life, and it's all optional. You don't have to do it, you can just go along the way if you want, but if you sit there and get the most out of the dialogue and really talk with the characters, you learn more about Madeline, you learn more about Theo, you learn why he's here, you learn why she's pushed herself to do what she's doing as well, and it's done in a really natural way. And like here, like you can keep talking. Like you could have just kept going if you wanted, but you can have this sort of little conversation and build the relationship. And I suggest definitely doing it. Like I'm just skipping through the dialogue a little bit for you guys now, but I definitely think to get the most out of the game, make the time to have those conversations. And you get a sort of almost different aspect. You get a sort of different look on mental health, and you really see how it's not all cut and dry. And you know, some people that maybe have never dealt with mental health in their life or haven't seen it, it's really hard to explain. It's really hard to comprehend, really. But it's there, and it's something you need to support others to get through. And maybe the smallest compliment, the smallest hello in the walkway can make all the difference, you know. And I think that's what Celeste tries to convey, really. Like, it showcases this really mature story. And when I think about, you know, others that, you know, say, oh, games are for kids, you know, games cannot tell a mature narrative, you point them to a game like this that goes to the fundamentals of basic gameplay, but also able to tell an amazing story along the way, and it's fantastic. And like I said, the music in each of the levels just continues to sort of up the ante in terms of quality as you go. So now you've got these things where they will start to fall. So with each stage you sort of go through, everything ends up culminating into this, usually a sort of boss encounter at the end, where you have to use all the skills you've got throughout the level, get used to the new mechanics, and try and either outrun something. It's really fantastic. Like, they do feel very difficult at first, but like I said, in perseverance, I'm getting too much momentum here. So I'm going to try and get this one, if I can. So I'm going to drop, go across, there we go. So we've got 5 of those. And they're all optional, you don't have to do them. If they seem too hard, you can just skip them. But they do put your skills to test, like this one, I'm not even going to bother with at the moment, but you get the idea how you can sort of get this one. So use the momentum. But if I can actually get to the next stage without dying. There we go. So yeah, each sort of little level or puzzle you encounter is on little planes, so even if you die, you're not going to be reset too far back. So I think that's one of the reasons why I was able to die so much but still have a great time with Celeste, because you never feel like you're too far from progressing. And like I said, this is only the first 15 minutes of the game. There's still so much more incredible gameplay to enjoy. The story's fantastic, the music, the visuals, the difficulty is there. It's all just comes together to create an amazing experience, and unfortunately that's probably where I'm going to leave it today. But really, this is only the tip of the iceberg, the tip of the Celeste mountain, if you will, of how amazing and how fantastic Celeste truly is. If you haven't picked this one up, it's available, I believe, on Xbox One, PS4 and PC, all digital, and you can possibly, if you check eBay, get a physical copy of Celeste as well, which was done through Limited Run. But thank you very much for watching. Let me know if you've played Celeste, what you think of the Indy 15 series, and I will see you in the next episode. But until then, remember, keep on gaming.